Good day, sir and classmates. Today we will be talking about our customer billing statement code. For this presentation, we will tackle the source code and we will be showing you after the demonstration of the program. In generating a billing statement for the clients, the ANC distributor designs a code wherein the user has 5 options, namely to make an order, to add, view, search information, and the option to exit the program. The group opts the clients to make an order first, which will automatically print the running sum as they go through the products, then prints their billing statement. Option 2 is the client's next step, where they input their name, previous purchase total from the billing statement, and phone number for the distributor's reference. The clients may opt to view or search the recently added information. Regarding the code's design, the group made use of several preprocessor directives that gives access to the functions displayed in the code. Hashtag define is an identifier replacement, specifically commands the compiler to replace the identifier in the rest of the code. Several variables were declared as an integer: constant double, float, and char. Struct add was used to store data of any type. This is shown in the user-defined function read. Int main initializes the start of the code, in which the group created a home page. In order to move on to the options, sleep function was added together with getch that enables the coder to hold the output screen and waits for the user to give any type of input to move on. The option section was executed by using a while function. While loop statements execute a target statement repeatedly as long as a given condition is true. In this case, the condition is when the input is not 5, the loop runs. In this loop, the options are listed down, wherein there are user-defined functions created by the group, which is read, add, view, search, and order functions. So the order function in the code uses printf and scanf. The program asks the client to input their name and the date. When the screen clears by the use of the system clear screen function, the user is led to the Mac cosmetic product list. As the quantity is inputted by the client, the running sum is printed out. The formulas used are seen in detail at the calculation statements here. When the last product is shown, and as the screen clears, the bill is automatically generated. The void add function in the code lets the client type in their personal information. In this section, the system will ask how many entries the client wants to make, and it will be filled up accordingly. This was made possible by creating the formula sum is equal to n plus num. The for loop allows the user to execute the loop for a specific number of times based on the formula. Flush was used several times since this clears out the buffer for the next input. Gets was used to read characters from the standard input and stores them as a string into str until there is a new line character. The gets function can be observed when the CNAME is inputted. It is also observed that %LLU was used since the phone number was declared as an unsigned long integer. This was used to scan and print very large integers. Lastly, xi.bill, xi.cname, and xi.phone strings were scanned according to what the user had inputted.
As for the view option, the concept behind this option will be when the client wants to view their data immediately after inputting it in option 2, which is add information. Hence, once the client chooses 3 after option 2, the program immediately displays the data. The serial number is generated with the use of a for loop, wherein this loop is used in the program to execute a set of statements repeatedly until a given condition returns false. In this case, the for loop will continue to view the number of added information until all information has been viewed. This would depend on the number of entries the client inputted in option 1. Similarly, the printf command will print the serial number integer with the use of the variable I until it is still less than the number of entries. It will also print out the client's name with the use of put_c.name, which is a function that prints a string c.name to the standard output. Lastly, printf is used to display the client's previous purchase total and phone number with the use of the respective strings xi.bill and xi.phone. As for the void search option, the concept behind this option would be when a client wants to search for their previous purchase details, given that they already have added their information in the database in option 2. The program asks for the client's name with the use of printf. The client chooses 1. The program then proceeds to ask for the name with the use of get. The get function is used to read the complete set of characters from the console. Likewise, the function reads the lines from stdin and stores it into the string pointed to by str. On the other hand, the function flush is used to flush the output buffer of the string. A for loop was then used to print data such as serial number, purchase total, client's name, and phone number upon the program accepting the name of the client. The for loop is also used to print the serial number according to the client name, wherein num, the number of entries, is used to generate the serial number in void view. Moreover, if a statement was used along an strcmp function, the statement simply means that if the inputted name u is the same as what was previously added in option 2, then the program will print out the user's purchase details. As such, the strcmp compares two strings character by character. In this case, it is the variable u and the xg.gname. This continues until corresponding characters of two strings are different or null character 0 is reached. We will now be presenting a project demonstration video. Full screen. Thank you, and that would be all.